Hey guys, Dante here, and welcome back to my channel, The Burgos Art. And welcome to another edition of Sunday Night Art Stream. Today is Easter. Happy Easter to all of you who celebrate, and to those who don't, happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to everyone. So, it's good to be back. Feels good to be back. I took a nice long nap that I needed before I got here. Let me double check my lighting. Everything seems good. It's good. Ironically, something to quote from a movie regarding a guy and a holier being on an Easter Sunday. It good. That's Jim Carrey, everyone. Jim Carrey. Anyway, yes, it's good to be back because last week, I skipped last week. Because last weekend was a tiring weekend for good reasons. As I announced previously to all this, on Shenanigans, I went to the Long Island Tabletop Gaming with the aid of Shenanigans. Shenanigans helped me get a table in there, and Shenanigans itself was part of the Expo Quest. Essentially, people showed up at the tabletop convention. They went to Expo Quest, which was the booth I was a part of, and they got a cool playing card. They chose one of several characters. Each piece of artwork was done by an artist who worked with Shenanigans. Some of which I actually knew personally. And they picked that card and they went around the entire convention to various tables that had the Expo Quest logo. Interacted with the people at the table. Essentially, play tested a game or listened to their speech about what they're doing there. And then they also get a card from there. It was kind of like a scavenger hunt to encourage people to go, to encourage people to go all around the convention, see everything, and then when they got back with a full deck of cards, each one worth a certain amount of points, they got a free game, and that went quick. I saw people showing up, and they were like, we can get a cool board game as long as we run around the convention, and they would come back like an hour later, if less. And then they'll walk away with a nice big board game, and then walk around the convention again. So that did very well, and even though people kept mistaking me for being part of Expo Quest, it still brought people to the table. So a lot of people came to the table. That was a really good. Interaction. Give me 1 second. I'm going to see if I can adjust my workspace for a moment. Window capture. That's you. Why am I clicking everything but you? That's the nav window. Really hard. I can click that. How come I can't click my background? Huh. We'll work through it. Anyway, it was Long Island Tabletop Gaming was a very nice convention. Very nice people. Made lots of connections through people that were there. I do wish the crowd was heavier. I wish the crowd was heavier because I had things to push. Anyone who saw the live stream I did before last week saw me making these soft foam potion bottles. This is one I made, but I'm not too happy with the way the neck came out. There's a bit of a gap in the neck that I'm just personally not happy with. And they're squeezy, squishy. People like these a lot. People kept seeing them on the table thinking they were 3D printed. Because they have a bit of like a unique texture to them when you look at them. Don't know how well that comes off on camera. But also because they have a bit of a seam from the molding. And then when they would squeeze it, they'd be like, oh, that's so cool. So I sold like maybe 2 or 3 of these. I sold some other pieces of artwork. I sold some of the buttons I made a while back. Those creepy sculpted buttons are like this big each, like about 2.5, 3 inches across. Someone bought the fly and the spider, respectively, and they wore it on their shirt and walked around with it. So I do wish the crowd was larger. It was still a very nice crowd, and make connections through that. Friends on Instagram, as they say, if you follow them, they follow you. And if any of them happen to watch this video now or later on the YouTube repeat, good to see you. And it was good to see you there. What else is on the agenda? Oh, before we jump into the actual drawing and future items, I'm kind of taking a moment to cleanse my palette. There is a Transformer project I'm working on. I'm making a new transforming toy, but in the process, I messed up my finger very badly. Like actually cut my finger very badly. But it's a lot of mental stress, thinking of how to make a transformer work from scratch. But I said this, so I'm gonna probably do a bit of a palette cleanser, because while I was at Expo Quest presenting my card game of Trolls and Trolls, there was an individual at a table next to me doing a sit-down play of the game Gaslands, which I didn't know anything about. And then ironically, not so much ironically, I guess, through odd circumstances, I don't know. It turns out that some of the YouTubers I follow did their own little collab for the game Gaslands. That was the YouTuber Bill Making Stuff. Check him out; he's actually very good, and check out his friends through his connections as well. And he's just a guy who does a bunch of miniature stuff. And Gaslands is essentially where you buy like Hot Wheels car or something in that ratio of size, and just customize it into a Mad Max toy. The Gasland game doesn't require that. Gaslands just requires you to have a toy car for placement on the board as you try to demolition derby / race your way to the end. But people like to customize their own pieces. I was like, that sounds fun. It doesn't require too much like mental hurdles. I don't have to like really figure out, how things shift and move. I just gotta paint and customize. So I went to the store, bought a nice big pack of like 4 cheapo-ish die-cast cards for like, no, 5 die-cast cards for $4, 1 die-cast item for $1. So among the 5-pack was this guy, which is perfect for a Gaslands car. It has a big back. I might put like a mounted gun or maybe some little barrels in there. It's a 4-seater pickup, so there's enough room on the roof to put like a Gatling gun coming out the roof. This is like your standard kind of Gasland car, right? This is one thing. So I'm going to be doing something with this. Live stream, probably not, but you probably will see me doing a video over on YouTube as part of like my Toy Chess video series. Check it out, please. But the one I really want to touch on, the one I'm going to do, and mind you, the concept behind Gaslands is that your cars are racing to the end. So people usually pick trucks and cars and, like really fast moving cars. But I decided to go with a vehicle that moves at a top speed of only 10 miles an hour. My real choice for the Gasland car is going to be this. This is a skid steer. It is a vehicle that in real life can have a bucket, can have forks, can have an arm, an actual backhoe. Like it's an everything kind of vehicle. It's a one-man vehicle. That's what we sit in. And I use this at my job. I lift soil, I move tree trunks, not all the time, but yeah, this is a skid steer. And you control it with foot pedals and 2 arm pedals, and yes, everyone that drives one of these admits that the first time you drive it, you feel like Sigourney Weaver from Aliens. Because you're in like pretty much this giant like exosuit kind of machine. Like your arms are moving everything, your legs are moving everything. You feel like Sigourney Weaver from Aliens. So I am going to turn this slow moving vehicle into a Mad Max / Gaslands style vehicle. I'm going to add like spikes to the front of the bucket. I'm going to add some kind of gun on top. I want to stay at the scale size. Like I could just take a bunch of big like toy guns I have and just glue them on and give it giant cannons, but I actually want to make it look like guns of the right size. So you might have like a flamethrower gun coming off the roof, and then I'm going to have an extension on the back, and he's going to have freaking wheelbarrow, like gasoline barrels and stuff. It is stupid, but I want to do that. So these are future projects, and I think that's all of the announcements. Stuff I did last week, stuff I did this week, stuff I'm going to be doing. And let's get into some Easter drawing. Let's draw some creepy Easter eggs. And in the meantime, there it is, desktop audio. I'm going to raise the desktop audio just a pinch. If we can hear that, the birds and the bees and whatnot in the background. Excuse me. Let's get to it. Let's do it. Let's do it to it. So right now I'm just gonna be doing some line drawing. So it's going. I'm thinking, yeah, there's some weird eggs, mutant eggs, maybe going on a rampage. Nope, that was the wrong color. Nah. Always forget to double click. Now the real issue is drawing the egg. Getting the actual egg shape. Nope, nope. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I know what to do. Where are you? Scale ratio. Where's that tool that lets me duplicate from side to side? That's not you, that's not you, that's not you. There's so many tools in the program and I forget where the one tool I need is. I'm looking for the mirror tool. You know what? I'll just do it the old style way. Don't text me. Oh. You know what? I'm an idiot. Why am I doing that? Get out, get out, get out. Deselect. Let's first get rid of you. We are literally right now just trying to get a nice egg shape. There we go. Now I could duplicate it. Once we get the basic egg shape, I can just have fun with it. Not the cleanest egg, but I can sit here forever trying to fix it. Boom. There we go. So we got a cute little egg here. Very tiny. Nope. Hey, Miracle, thank you very much. Happy Easter. And we're not using too much of this page, so let me shrink down this page. Where am I? Canvas properties, that is not you. Canvas size, please, canvas size. Okay, I should do it. Yeah, that's better. So I'm thinking we're gonna be now that we've gone past the hardest part of drawing an egg, let's make it look monstrous. Let's have some fun. It's like a mutant egg. You know, Easter Bunny made the bad mistake, the horrible mistake of leaving this egg, hiding it in the wrong spot. Wrong spot being maybe it he hid it like in a government, you know, like do not pass radiation kind of site. And now yeah, it's not it's not the best location. So we're gonna give it teeth. We're gonna have like, so basically it's the shell cracking. It's gonna have a nice gooey center, big old sharp teeth and everything. And yeah. It was like a it's a Humpty Dumpty from Hell. I'm pretty sure it's been like several horror movies that have that too. So. Oh, so as I mentioned earlier in the stream, the modes came out very well. The mold is still good. The castings came out well. So this one did this one. I think this one was one of the ones in the stream. I forget what color I did in the stream. I want to say it was this one. There was a bit of an air bubble. Um, nothing deal breaking, but enough where this one I didn't take to last weekend's convention. But they were a hit. People liked them as much as I feel. Oh, they're not the best. They need to really work on it, and I do. I gotta find out why these aren't coming out the way I really want them to. But overall, people liked them. People bought them. I sold a handful, which is nice. And I'm gonna make a few more. I'm gonna make a few more for the next convention. I hope to attend. So I right before this stream started, I went ahead and sent yet another application to Brooklyn Comic Con. So twice I filled out applications for Brooklyn Comic Con. I did it twice because I wasn't sure if the first one went through. But now that they've had to like redo the location of said convention, they sent emails out, and I applied directly just before the stream started. And so the next convention coming up will probably be that one. And Brooklyn Comic Con is just a general convention. It's not like it's particularly anime or particularly whatever comic books or whatever. So I'll take this over there too. They did well. I have time now to make a few and try and really work out any weird kinks I'm having trouble with. Okay, so we got our. Now let's make it like. So we got the crack in the egg, but let's make it like really kind of. Let's make it creepy. What's creep? Like, instinctually, I just want to give it sharp teeth, but there's also like this weird creep factor when it's like human teeth. Let's go. Let's just stick with the sharp for now. I'm also gonna give the teeth like they're not gonna be straight. They're gonna be like in different directions, sticking out. Like this is a mutation. It does not have perfect teeth. It's not a Ninja Turtle. Getting kind of like I'm getting kind of Attack of the Killer Tomato vibes. Attack of the Killer Tomatoes. Let's sharpen up these teeth a bit more. Let's add some edging also to the egg because this is a three-dimensional object. So put some, show some sides to these shell cracks we have. So I'm gonna probably just build it up more and more, and eventually it'll just be really gooey. Eventually, I'm just adding more to this as I go. Like I'm not sure like what the shapes are gonna be yet, but we have the teeth. But we're gonna add like yolky gooey spots. Apparently there's this I think it's British. There is this mascot, this old mascot everyone brings up every Easter. Someone brings it up. It's like a brown Easter bunny, but she's like somewhat sexualized. She has this like sultry voice, and she's just talking about like Cadbury eggs or something like that. And every Easter people start drawing fan art of her. And I just keep seeing the images of her all over the internet right now. It's like she made a comeback. There's this weird like sultry like what was it? The Nesquik bunny. He was like a brown bunny too. Yeah, like it's like a sexy like Nesquik bunny. Oh no real life birds today. I just didn't want to have any music in the background, so I just found this nice little serene like forest sounds with birds singing and water running. But you don't really hear the water, so I just wanted just some like, you know, springtime sounds. Springtime sounds. Let's give it an eye. Let's give it a creepy as heck kind of eye. Just right here. But it's going to be recessed. The eye is going to be like sticking out from inside the shell. And it has this weird, like, fleshy, these lines, like tendrils and whatnot. There we go. I think ideally the tongue will be the yolk. So it'll be like a yellow, shiny tongue. I'm trying to get like the gravity right, so like it comes down the side of its jaw, but it rolls along the edge of of the egg where it's like at the lowest point and then drips. Just trying to get like that viscous kind of nature down correct. I'm so tempted to give him like cyborg arms. Like it's not just the egg that's mutating, it is like someone made this in a lab and it got loose. You know what? For the heck of it, I mean, on a separate layer, I'm going to see if I could draw like a cool cyborg arm and see how it sits. In the meantime, before I do that, let me. Is it English Easter egg mascot? Let me try English. English Easter egg mascot. Bunny mascot. Easter egg bunny mascot. With Cadbury egg. Yeah, she is. It's like copy image. Alright, let me lock that layer, add a new layer. This chick. And when it comes down to it, like she's not drawn like sexy. Like she's just drawn like, you know, she has like a round body and everything. But the voice actress and the way she talks about like the chocolate, it's a chocolate bar, not Cadbury eggs. But like she shows up everywhere this time of year in fan art by like just different artists who are like, does anyone remember this really sexy bunny? It's like if you put Jessica's rabbit voice in an actual rabbit character. This was her. Well, give me a second. I gotta crack the window. It's getting kind of hot in here. Hold on. Okay, back to it. Anyway, yeah. Like when I'm on social media, it's like I tell people, listen, I go on Twitter. Everyone's like, oh, Twitter's a garbage fire. I go, no. Places on Twitter is a garbage fire. You have to just avoid those places. Everyone I follow on Twitter is art related in some way or form. They do video games. They design whatever. Yeah, it might be Cadbury, but it's not the eggs. It's like anyway, and it's because of like those weird art communities I keep finding. I come across like all this weird stuff. Let me see. Like this one. Granted, it's one of those still frames But like the way they do, like I think as it went on, they kind of changed the animation of the face to kind of match the voice. She's like, "Oh, the creamy chocolate," and it's like, what is this? Why is this chick everywhere? Who is this? Who is this rabbit? All right. So, robot on, or another crack in the shell where it's like more oozing out and taking the shape of an on. What should we do? What should we do? I'm kind of going for like radioactive waste kind of egg, just left in the wrong spot. And let's do some variations. See what we come up with. Okay. Oh, you know what? We could have it like bubbling, like not just yolk, but like it's bubbling out, kind of like disgusting. Somewhat tumorous nature. There we go. And then from there, it's just stringy and disgusting and just hanging off like, ugh. And I have an idea. Like he's just sprouting other eggs. So like his, if this is his shoulder and his bicep, then this right here is the forearm, which is another egg that's just slowly trying to sprout out. There we go. There's a man on a mission. He is growing limbs and he is going around the rampage. He is ready to see the world and travel. Okay, so I'm happy with this. I'm going to officially combine these two drawings, these two layers together to make the one drawing. Do some cleanup as well. Just kind of like leaning back. I feel like I should just give him fake bunny ears. Like he just has a little headband of bunny ears. What to do for the feet though? Like this, this. Speaking of mascots, there's a mascot that went wrong. Like they were trying so hard to create the next big, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and they went ahead and just made this guy instead. Hey kids, meet Egbert. There we go. Small cleanups here and there. Okay. Should it just be... Because I already have this goo coming down. Should it just be like a... What's my... Pen is back. Like, maybe it's like oozing upward out of the ground. Oh! I know. I know what to do. I'm on the right track. I know what to do. Let's break him up a little bit. Let's give him some cracked shell. He is going to be oozing out the ground. Or rather, he's going to be popping out of an Easter basket. That's what he is. He's going to be like like just pushing upward out of the Easter basket. Curve tool, curve tool. We'll add more slime and really make that look gooey in a minute. Easter basket. There we go. Nope. So I copy this one image I have here. Copy image. Paste image. Nope, still getting the bunny. Still getting the little bunny in the corner. There we go. Copy image. Actually lined up perfectly. That should, yeah, that should do it. We're gonna like do a light trace on this. Just want to get like the actual like proportions right, and then we'll worry about everything else. Yeah, I'm not actually trying to get all of the. I'm not trying to get all of the of this pattern exact. I just want to have like an idea of like not mesh, this woven. There you go, this woven pattern. Easter basket with some flowers in it. Yeah, now that's a Cadbury egg. Okay. That's... I'm liking that. We can get rid of the basket layer. And we're going to save. Save as. I have no idea where to, I have no idea where to put this. I have no idea where to put this. Like, all my stuff goes into different files based on the topic. This is just a miscellaneous topic. Where's my Java miscellaneous window? But just like weird stuff in general. New folder. So we're gonna call this stream art. I'm making a folder. And I switch the E and the A like an idiot. Stram. Stream art. And the stream art is gonna be exactly that. Just stuff in stream that doesn't go anywhere else. And this is Easter egg. And save. Is it yolk or is it chocolate? That's a big question. Is it yolk or is it chocolate? Is it chocolate yolk? Is it an actual egg or a Cadbury egg? Or Reese's peanut butter egg? Oh, those are delicious. I have not gone over to Picardo on my secondary device. I'm going to switch over there in a minute to see if anyone's in the chat. Because once again, I cannot view chat from Picardo unless I'm actually on that page. Let me see. No one's popping up. I don't think we have any viewers in there. I just put a notice in the videos in the bottom. That pops up every so often. If you're on Picardo, switch over to Twitch or whatever, YouTube, wherever you're watching me. Okay, back over to. Let's check out YouTube and see if there's any viewership over there. I was just looking at something I wanted to fix. The flowers. Let me actually fix up the lines a bit. Wrong one. Keep. I will always do that, people. I will always double click the P on my keyboard for pen and end up switching from pens to pastel. I will always do that like a freaking idiot. Let me refresh that. You sure my old stream? No, that's not what I should be looking at. Go to my page, please. Thank you. I am live. Thank you. Man, this YouTube, this freaking YouTube. Show me. It's freaking. This tablet is horrible when it comes to like viewing certain things in desktop mode as opposed to an app mode. Oh well. Oh well. What you gonna do? I feel like I want to put a chocolate bar sticking out. Yeah, right here. Just kind of sticking out part way. Give it a bite mark. There we go. I got a golden ticket. There we go. do some of my standard cross hatching just to get some idea of shadows in there. There we go. That's good for that. Good for that. Back up a pinch. I like this. It's so weird and I like it. You know what? Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and give him bunny ears. Making it like a little fuzzy. That looks good. This one's torn up, so I think the stuffing showing out of it. So it has that thing where it's like the outer lining of the ear is like fluffy. Then you have the more velvety, like this part here, this big oval, is like more velvety, so it doesn't have as much fluff. There we go. Oh yeah. I'm really happy with that. That looks good. Safe. You know what? Let's cut the inks right there. Let's drop some flat colors in this. Okay, let's go with the pink. Let's go for pink real quick. Let's get these ears in there. Let's put some flat colors that look nice. Let me also take off my eye saver because I need to see what I'm doing. Okay. So we're going to do flats, maybe with some basic, very, very basic shading. It does feel fun, just kind of pulling a character design out of my butt. Now that I said that, it sounds even dirtier than it should have. But just like, I'm going to sit down and draw. Like, I had no idea what to do for today. You know? From a business perspective, I'm like, hey, maybe if I draw more sexy girls or girlish monsters or whatever, more people will watch. I don't know. Or just, but today I was like, no, just get in there and draw something, Dante, and you know, just comes out of it. It's like dirty yellow pillow stuffing. There we go, that's a good color. Maybe we should get lighter with this brown. Curves, curves, curves. Tone curves. There we go. Too dark. There we go. Yeah. That's better. Let's go for purplish as opposed to just like fleshy red. Let's go for purplish. See how that looks. What the hell is that? Something. Okay, so this layer is garbage. Who is texting me? Do not text me. It better be a family member who doesn't know I'm streaming. If it's not, I'll be crossed. Oh, jeez, I forgot about all these whites that were in the original drawing. Those are in the ink layers. No wonder I'm having issues with the ink layer right now. Cancel, cancel. Lock you. Yep, there was some spots in this where I accidentally had white rather than black while I was doing the ink layer. And I didn't realize it, and I thought, because I didn't put a base color in the background like I have now, I didn't know that I had a bunch of white lines on a canvas. What I could do? Will this work if I do multiply? Does that do the same thing? It does! Alright, multiply. Boom. It's just a layer filter called multiply. Let me also... Let's go for a lighter color for this background. There we go. Much better. Okay, back to coloring. There you go, that's better. A pinkish purple, lighter purple, violet, I don't know what you call it, but definitely better. Use that there, you're going to use it in his jaw. This like fleshy bed he has at the corner of his jaw. And yes, we are going to paint the egg himself. The egg is going to be white with maybe like blue spots. Like little polka dots. Now we go back to a light pink. Is that different enough from the head? Not as different as I would like it. Let's go for like a fleshy tone. There we go. That's better. Yeah. There we go. That's better. Put a little bit of that like around the eye as well. Just like this pinkish around the eye. Excuse me. Damn it, Dante, you always sit like on the side like this. I want those gums to be like soft gums. And of course, there we go. We're going to yolk it up. The tongue is definitely a yolk. And this spot right here, I'm circling. This right here, I'm probably gonna color on top of that line to give it a shine without it being the ink shine. Kind of how the issue I had where like I was coloring fire, but I kept the ink lines and it kept bothering me. But it's all practice until you get the right idea of the textures you want. Oh my God, his teeth should be rainbow color. Yes, his teeth should be rainbow color. Because he has a white body, but he's an Easter egg, and he's going to have like spots and everything. The teeth need to be rainbow colored. You got yolks for days. Ba-dum-bum-ch. God, I should have called the stream yolks for days. Oh, I should have just called the stream that. And to make this all a little bit more creepier, oh, hold on, get that. Where his fingers or nails are growing, it's just an extension of his teeth. So he has gums right here. It's like gummy material right there. There we go. And I'm sure if I wasn't a man in a rush, if that's the right word, I'd go online and look up references of how to like draw the texture of like a yolk and how to color it and everything. We're just kind of drawing some colors in here, maybe some shines here, some shiny bits here and there to indicate that it's liquidy. But I'm sure there's like plenty tutorials on how to find like, you know, the viscous nature of different liquids and slime. Like I love when I see someone who's like extremely skilled, and they show like, you ever see those drawings where someone draws like the same object but in different materials, like a skull, if it was made out of stone, if it was made out of wood, and if it's made out of like jello, and it has like that gooey but still translucent like beautiful color tones. Like I've seen some tutorials like that. Well, not tutorials, but examples. And I'm like, that's like there's a sheet of like drawings like that. I love those. Okay, so brown, brown. There we go. Brown chocolate. Some vibrant, maybe plastic green. Like these aren't really real flowers. Some purple flowers. Nope. And the white shine on the wrapper. There we go. Green. There we go. Make sure this eye is white where it needs to be. Put a few streaks of white here and there to indicate like shine. Oh, obviously, Dante, this needs to be white. Just fill this in and I'll just redo the shadows. Just the other day I was watching a kind of like a review, not even a review, but more like just like how I describe it. It's a review, but it's also like a commentary on it, on the movie and the origin of the movie, um, Rise of the Guardians, which was like the one that has like Santa Claus and like the Australian Easter Bunny, and the person was talking about like the original books that they're based off of, and how the Easter Bunny in the book was completely different. But when they hired Hugh Jackman to do the voice of the Easter Bunny, they were like, make him Australian and make him a warrior. I have to admit, like it's a fun little action movie. Good, good for younger audiences, but you can also watch it as an adult with your kids and get a nice laugh out of it. Um, love the character designs. They knew what they were doing. Apparently, Guillermo del Toro was like when they were designing the Jack Frost for the movie. He was like, make him a heartthrob, make him sexy. He needs to be super attractive, like this teenage heartthrob, and that was like his direction for the character, and it worked. And so just dropping in some darker yolk colors, and then we'll go back and do some lighter colors as well. Right now, just want to get a lot of these flats and it's looking pretty good. Bit of a rush job, it's looking pretty good. Alright, so you know what? Let me do a second layer above everything else, above the inks. And that's what I'm going to do for the lighter of the yolk. So like, nope, more brighter color. Nope, that's not right. That's not right at all. Looking yellow. There we go. I like that. Looking good, looking good. All right, so we're gonna label that shine. That's the layer that says shine because it's a top layer above everything else. We're gonna relabel this layer as color. Keep your layers organized, people, please. Do it for Uncle Dante. Let's change this background color. Well, for green, I guess. Like I want to color that wrapper yellow, like a golden wrapper, but it just won't fit against the It'll look weird against the actual yellow of the. There we go, green. That way it stands. That way I can see what I'm doing. The yolk. Okay. Let's color up these eggs. So they're gonna be white, of course, and then from there we'll figure out. Let's go off-white, slightly on the brown scale, you know, eggshell white, and then we'll figure out a little bit of shading. How would chalk look? Like if I wanted... No, wait, first, select that. Switch. Select that. No, too yellow. Maybe pencil? Yeah. Just indicate a little bit of a texture. What is going on? What I think is actually happening, which is why you have all this noise with all this texting back and forth. I believe my family is trying to organize a meetup. You know, it's around the holiday. But not just around the holiday in general, but just the fact that I have a few family members visiting. They traveled all the way across from the one side of the U.S. to the other, and they're here to join. They're here to say hi to everyone, and everyone's trying to figure out like time to meet with them. I'm going to lower the desktop audio just a pinch. Kind of after a while, bird noises can get to you because there's no variation. I was hoping there was more variation in this. You know, a little bit of quiet bird, a little bit of loud bird, and a little bit of like actual like water because the video was like this has water bat sounds in the background. But no. Alright, so we're in the final stretch, pretty much. We're just, right now, need to get all this eggshell in, and then I'll add some fun Easter colors to the eggshell. And then we'll just do a few little, few little things here and there. Just, that's the wrong color. Come on. And then we'll add, a little bit of shading here and there. Little highlights here and there, and that should be it. Alright. Pencil. Nope. Digital G pen to get some basic little bit of grays in here. And then a little bit of actual shading with the color pencil tool. So you have to do the Easter basket. We can do that right now. What color? What color? Something that stands out against the brown of the chocolate. Is that a good color? A little fleshy. That's a good color. There we go. That's a good color. It's like woven basket. Usually these are like much lighter in color. There's I forget the word of that. Like furniture that has like the woven wood. Like my mom has like fun story. So there is a cradle that my mom has, and it was used for me. It was used for my younger sister. It was used for my cousins when my younger sister had her first kid. We used it as well. It's this one old cradle, but it's made of like woven. It's not bamboo. I don't know what it's called. It's material you find like these Easter baskets are made of, like traditional like woven picnic baskets and stuff. It's made like out of that, and we've had it for years and years. And like everyone has used it at one point. It was used for my younger cousin. It was used for my older cousin's kids. Like I said, when my niece was very little, my mom would put my niece in there, and it rocks back and forth. It's like a big cradle. And it's like this kind of like a family heirloom kind of thing. And it's always falling apart. It's always falling apart because this stuff falls apart after a while, this kind of material. But yeah, it's like that's something we've had for many years in my family. Just like random bits of shading. Nothing really precise on this. Just have to give it some volume. Okay. Let's do Rainbow Teeth. Yeah, let's do Rainbow Teeth. Maybe we won't do spots on him. Maybe we won't do the spots on him, but we'll definitely do some Rainbow Teeth. Oh, something. I smell gas from outside. Not inside. I don't have anything in my house that runs on gas, but there's definitely like a gasoline smell coming from outside the window. Because in my building, where my window is, there's like always a strong freaking breeze. So anything that's outside, someone barbecuing, or in this case, someone trying to use like propane tanks, it's always super strong. Oh, I just realized we didn't do this side of the teeth. There we go. Not the teeth, but the inside of the gum. Okay. People are strange when you're a stranger. When you're strange, people come out of rain. It's the wrong color. There we go. Let me zoom in. I have always little pockets of colors that I want to get rid of. So, because you can see the green beneath everything here. Thank you, Easter Bunny. I don't know where that comes from, but my mom always says that. It's like it's a quote from something. So my mom always goes, "Thank you, Easter Bunny." It's obviously from like a commercial or something like that. Oh, if we're going to do a shine, do a shine. There we go. Crop that a bit. That's a nice monster. Just trying to give it a bit of a shadow. I like it. Like it a lot. One color. There we go. Once again, lots of little spots here where they're not fully colored. You can see the green in the background. Just trying to hit a few of those spots as I go. Not bad for... What are you doing? Oh, I see erasing. I'm like, why is it not picking up the color? It's like erasing and erasing without knowing it. Not bad. Not bad for like a just come up with an idea and draw kind of stream. Which isn't the first stream I've done like this and won't be the last. I don't think I saw any like Cadbury egg commercials. Like the classic one. Like that old one where it's like all the different animals pertain to be the Cadbury egg. You have, you know, buck, 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 buck. You have the lion with the giant freaking, the bunny ears on. And that is our Easter bunny egg. From start to finish. So I didn't color the egg. Kept the egg white. Because we have the rainbow teeth. Which I think works very well. Last but not least. No, put down the shine layer. Top layer anyway. It's funny, it's not even like a signature. It's just me like writing the Burgos art on it. It's not even like an actual signature people can notice. It's just like, oh, okay, that's what it is. But I think that's it, guys. 10:15, 2 hours flat, safe. And that is our Easter egg. Oh, there's one thing I want to do though. One last thing. Sorry. It is just white. Yeah, we did just use white for that. We are going to just add a little shine. There we go. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I might now just nitpicking like this little black line right there. A little bit of a line right here. But yeah. Okay. Enough. Dante, stop. What is wrong with you? Savage. Okay, that is the Easter Bunny. The Easter Bunny egg. I like it. Just for like something that was made on the fly. I'm happy with that. Something just like, okay, get it out there, done. And yeah. As a reminder, as always, these will be, this still image will probably be put on my DeviantArt page, my Instagram page, and maybe even my Twitter. Pretty much all the links you see on the side over there. All beneath the Burgos art. And once again, all streams are saved permanently unless YouTube goes crazy, but it's saved permanently on YouTube underneath the stream section. So definitely check all the streams out there as well. And I think that's it. Happy holiday, happy weekend. And yeah, once again, I am Dante. Like, favorite, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. And I'll see you in the future.